Here's something you might not know. Depending on where you live, you might be able to get birth control without your parents ever finding out. Surprised? You're not alone. In fact, in many states, teens under 18 have legal ways to access birth control confidentially. But there's a lot more to this story than you might think, and understanding your rights could change everything. The hidden reality of birth control laws. Let's face it, getting accurate information about birth control as a teen can feel like walking through a maze with no exit in sight. The laws change from state to state, and for some, the idea of talking to parents about birth control is off the table. But here's the truth. Knowledge is power. You deserve to know how to protect yourself, and we're here to break it down in a way that makes sense. Why this matters now. The world has shifted. Conversations about sex, health, and safety are becoming more open, but the legal side of things can still be tricky. For some teens, the fear of parents finding out about their sexual health decisions can prevent them from accessing crucial care. If that's you, we're here to let you know you're not without options. Let's dive into what you need to know, based on where you live, and how you can navigate this process. State-by-state breakdown. Who can get birth control without parental consent? The key to unlocking your access to birth control lies in knowing your state's specific laws. These laws set the rules for when and how you can get birth control on your own. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation, so let's break it down clearly. States where teens can get birth control without parental involvement. In some states, you can access birth control completely confidentially. No parent, guardian, or anyone else needs to know. Here's where. Alaska, California, Colorado, New York, Washington, and many others. In these states, you can take control of your health starting at age 18, and sometimes even younger. Why is this important? Because, for many teens, access to birth control means taking charge of your future. But not every state is this straightforward. States with age and circumstance requirements. Other states add some complexity. In places like Kentucky, Maine, and Oregon, you can get birth control if you're under 18, but healthcare providers might have the option to notify your parents. It's not always guaranteed that they will, but it's a possibility you need to consider. And in some cases, if you're married or have a history of pregnancy, you'll have easier access. Does this mean you're stuck if you live in a state with strict laws? Not at all. We'll get to your options in a second, but let's explore one last group of states. States with maturity or other conditions. In certain states like Texas, Utah, and Louisiana, access to birth control for teens hinges on something called maturity or life circumstances like being married. Yes, that's a real thing. Proving you're mature enough to make your own reproductive choices. While it sounds confusing, it's often up to a healthcare provider to make that judgment. But remember, even if the law isn't crystal clear in your state, Title X clinics and Planned Parenthood are incredible resources that exist to help you confidentially access birth control regardless of your age or state laws. You've got more options than you might think. Title X clinics and your secret weapon. If you're in a state with tougher restrictions, or even if you're unsure, clinics supported by Title X could be a lifesaver. These clinics provide reproductive health services, like birth control, confidentially, no matter your age, your ability to pay, or where you live. You don't need to have insurance, and there won't be a paper trail for your parents to find. Some teens even choose to pay cash just to be safe. And guess what? Condoms are often available for free at walk-in clinics and health departments. So, if privacy is your main concern, know that there are ways to keep things confidential. How to protect your privacy. Now that we've covered the basics, let's talk about the practical side of things. You've probably got questions like, how can I make sure my parents don't find out if I go to a clinic? Here are some pro tips. 1. Double-check contact info. Make sure that clinics and pharmacies have your phone number on file, not your parents'. 2. Ask about privacy policies. When you visit a clinic, don't hesitate to ask about their confidentiality policies. Be clear with the healthcare provider about your needs for privacy. Many places are happy to help you navigate this. 3. Use cash if you need to. If you're concerned about creating a paper trail with insurance or bank records, consider paying in cash. It's an easy way to keep things off the radar. What if your state's laws are unclear? Sometimes, the laws in your state might not be clear on whether you can get birth control without your parents knowing. States like North Dakota, Ohio, Rhode Island, and Wisconsin fall into this gray zone. But don't worry, that doesn't mean you're stuck. In these cases, your best bet is to find a Title X or Planned Parenthood clinic near you. They can give you the care you need, even if your state's laws are unclear or restrictive. Use this as a stepping stone to take control of your reproductive health. Navigating sensitive conversations. If privacy isn't a major concern but you're still anxious about having the talk with your parents, here's a tip. Focus on health. Some teens find it easier to approach the topic by talking about the health benefits of birth control, like regulating periods or treating acne, rather than focusing on sex. It's one way to keep the conversation on track if you need to have it. Conclusion. Take charge of your health. When it comes to birth control, navigating the laws can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to do it alone. Knowing your rights is the first step in taking control of your reproductive health. Whether you're living in a state with relaxed laws or one with restrictions, resources like Title X clinics, Planned Parenthood, and open communication with healthcare providers can give you the access you need, confidentially. The bottom line: don't let confusion or fear keep you from protecting yourself. You have more power than you think. Stay informed, stay confident, and take control of your health, because no one else is going to do it for you. For a closer look at the specific laws in your state, don't forget to check out this article or reach out to local clinics for guidance. Your health is in your hands, and you have every right to make informed, safe decisions.